Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about confidence. About confidence. So first I want to just talk about why I want to talk about it. This is something I'm very passionate about. It's kind of the main reason why I wanted to start this podcast was so I could talk about being confident. I also wanted to share my story on it. I finally, after like years of struggling with it, I think that I have much better confidence than I did before. I'm much happier with myself. I want to help teach others how to get to that point as well and learn how to handle those bad days and those good days, how to just practice these small habits that can work you up to becoming way more confident in the future. Next, let's talk about what confidence is and what it isn't. There's so many myths on confidence. Most of them are not actually what you want to do. First, what is confidence? Confidence, by definition, is the feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. But to be confident, I think that you have to trust your abilities on doing stuff. You have to love yourself despite what everyone else says. And it's not just like, oh, you can't care what other people think. It's that you have to be confident in yourself, know who you are, despite what anyone tells you, despite who tries to bring you down. You have to be like content in who you are, your qualities, your emotions, your actions, your body that goes with it as well. Confidence is definitely not the same as being loud. Sometimes the people who are the loudest and the most popular are the people who struggle with it the most. Confidence for me is also learning how to love the parts of yourself that we were all taught to hate, that society has taught us is wrong. Learn how to love your imperfections despite what everyone else says. You have to see past your imperfections and understand that you're not perfect, but you are who you are. Love yourself for those imperfections. It also is mistaken for vanity a lot. There's a huge difference between confidence and vanity. I think confidence is a mindset. I think it's more about focusing on who you are as a person. Confidence is thinking that you're amazing, that you're a great person because you are. And vanity is that thinking you're better than everyone else. So thinking you're amazing and thinking you're better are two totally separate things, even though they get mistaken for the same thing a lot of times. And being confident does not mean you're self-absorbed, you're bossy, you're vain. Confidence it's very much not permanent. I thought for years that like once you become confident, you're confident for life. That's not how it works. Confidence is not guaranteed. It's a roller coaster. It goes up and down, up some days, down some days. Some days you'll have those really good days where you're all the way up here. Some days you'll have those really bad days where you're all the way back to where you started and you feel like you've made no progress in your confidence. Good days and bad days are totally normal. I get them. Every single person gets them. But your goal with building your confidence is to get to a point where most of your days are the good days and the bad days become rarer and rarer. No matter how long you've worked on it, how hard you've worked on it, you're still going to end up having some bad days, and that's inevitable. Like, you're not going to hit this one point in confidence where you're just like, oh, now you're just confident for the rest of your life. And you can't bring yourself down if you have those bad days thinking that, oh, I'm not confident anymore. But you can still be just as confident as you were yesterday, even on your bad day. Oh, another thing I want to talk about is self-deprecation. The definition of self-deprecation is criticism of oneself being spoken or written. We all do this sometimes. Even if you're joking, that's gonna mess with your brain. It's gonna make you think less of yourself. Because I would just say like, oh, I'm so dumb, I'm so ugly, like, or I would even think it. There's only so many times that you can call yourself dumb, ugly, or like whatever before you start to believe it, before you start to think it. There's only so many times where you can call yourself dumb and not feel dumb. That's not what you should be doing. You should be saying positive stuff about yourself, even if you're saying I'm dumb to bring someone else up, which is what I used to do. I used to say like that I was ugly to make my friends that I knew that were self-conscious about their looks feel prettier than me. And so I was bringing myself down to bring others up, but bringing yourself down isn't going to bring others up. You can help others by bringing them up as well. Bringing them up should be about giving them positive affirmations, not giving yourself negative ones to make them feel better. You should always, always, always speak positively about yourself. That's how you're going to get your brain to start thinking all the stuff about you. Just always know that your words impact yourself as well, not even others. We always say your words, actions, thoughts impact others, but they impact yourself just as much. You need to treat yourself like your own best friend. All these great things you would say to your best friend, you need to be saying those exact same things to you every single day. Oh, social media has a huge impact on our own self-esteem and confidence. I think it lowers it. Social media can impact you positively, but in my experience, it has never done so for me. I know on all of my bad days, they're all the days where I bed rot in my bed. I just scroll for so many hours. It always ends with me being like, oh, this person's better than me. I'm sitting in my bed being lazy, and this person's out at 4 a.m. in the morning running 2 miles. It always makes me feel less about myself because I start comparing myself to others. For me, it causes me to compare myself to people's filtered lives. But most people's accounts don't show their bad days. They don't show the days that they're crying in their bed because they feel so terrible about themselves. They show the good days that they're partying out with their friends. They're going to show the good days, and you're going to compare all of their good days to your normal life, which is some good days and some bad days. I started relying on my likes and my followers for my worth. I used to be like, I only have 200 likes on this post, and this person got 300 likes in 10 minutes. They're way better than me. That's what my brain would get to me. Most commonly, it would be my best friends. I'd compare myself to my best friends. We both posted the same post from this dinner we went to, but they got 400 likes and I got 200 likes. So what's the difference between us is, oh, it's that they're prettier, they're better. That's not what it is. The likes should never dictate your worth. I just know that you need to learn how to get past your followers, your likes, your amount of posts. You need to get over the idea that they're what dictate your worth and they're what say like how amazing you are as a person. They don't show you as a human being at all, actually. It's just a number. Then it creates these standards for people that are so unrealistic that it causes you to compare yourself to things that are not real. There are a few small things that I do as well. Like when you walk into a room, chin up, sit up straight, shoulders back. If you walk into school, head down on your phone for like hunching your back. I'm sorry, one, bad posture, so fix that. Two, you don't look confident in yourself. Smile like you know who you are. That also goes with the saying, fake it till you make it. If you fake walking into a room being confident, eventually you will walk into a room being confident. And eventually you will start feeling confident in the way you walk into a room. You're going to start feeling confident about how you look, about how you act. You can only pretend so long until it becomes real. Because if you pretend you're confident, you're going to act like you don't care. And eventually acting like you don't care is going to lead to not caring what other people think. And that's the goal you want to get to. You also need to celebrate small wins, especially on those hard days. If you are having a rough day and you're thinking about yourself and you're thinking low about yourself, those are the days you need to be celebrating those small wins. Celebrate the fact that you got out of bed, that you completed a homework assignment, that you did your makeup, did your hair, got dressed. You should be proud of it. Obviously, some days you should be proud of bigger accomplishments that are more than just getting out of bed. But if you know yourself that you are struggling today, give yourself grace. Be proud of yourself for the fact that you got out of bed and you did something. That was a choice. You did not have to get out of bed. You could have chose to skip work, skip school, skip lunch, or something like that. But whatever you did, you chose to do that. You should be so proud of yourself because sometimes it's hard to do those things. I've said this in my previous episode, but look good, feel good. If you feel like you look cute, you're going to feel better about yourself. Act the way you feel the most confident, you feel the most cute. Keep wearing whatever you think is cute. Also, when you get up in the morning, hype yourself up with music. I love playing my favorite playlists. Like I play this little cute like rom-com playlist I have, and it lets me like romanticize my life. Whatever is going to make you feel happy in the morning and make you want to go to school and make you feel better about yourself, do just that. In the morning, what helped me a lot, I actually wrote positive affirmations on my mirror. I erase them now. They used to be on this mirror behind me. Every morning, I would turn around, look in the mirror, and just read them off in my head. Eventually, it started with me looking in the mirror and crying because I'd feel so terrible about the way I looked. And eventually it got to the point where I didn't need them anymore. I just already thought them in the morning. Saying those kind words to yourself, eventually, the more you say it, the more you'll believe it. And it'll have a huge impact on you, like more than you even believe. Spend some more time working on yourself and trying to build your confidence up, even though it takes a long time to do. It took me a year, I think, to get from my lowest point in my life to finally get to now. Overall, I would say you have to learn how to embrace yourself and love who you are as a person now. Even if you're focusing on changing and becoming a better person, you have to love who you are now before you can love who you are later. Confidence starts with those little things, those little habits, and eventually it'll grow and grow and grow and become bigger, and eventually it'll take over your whole world. You'll be confident in everything you do. It grows with time, patience, and practice. It's not just going to come like that. You cannot become confident based on how people treat you by a day-to-day basis. I used to do that. On one day, my friends would be so kind to me, and then the next week, they would go back to ignoring me. Like if my friends acted like they valued me one week, I would feel so confident, and then next week, I would drop back down. Once people started treating me badly again, I would start thinking, oh, no, that was just a phase. I would make sure that you know that confidence is how you view yourself, not how others view you. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I hope you keep practicing on your confidence, and I hope you eventually get to a point where most of your days are good days. Go be amazing. Have a good rest of your day. Love you all. Bye.